and you know, it's a fun commentary like his other ones. This Congeniality 1 and 2, Back to the Future trilogy, Golden Child, love, one of my favorite comedies. Kill Bill 1 and 2, Death Wish 3 and 4, Con Air, Unleashed, Scarface, Thou Shalt Not Kill Except, which is actually, this is a film that Bruce Campbell was going to star in at one point, but he couldn't because of SAG or something like that. But he's actually on the commentary, Bruce Campbell and director, writer Josh Becker. So it's right there. Because Bruce Campbell was actually a writer on this. I said producer, but writer. Came up with the story along with Josh Becker. Basically, what would happen if Charles Manson met Rambo? A bunch of Vietnam vets take on a cult led by Sam Raimi. It's low budget and it has a lot of good gore at the end. Mortal Kombat, Cradle to the Grave, The Rock, Ghost Hunters. I mean, I was into this show at the beginning, but now lost track. Some Kind of Hero with Richard Pryor. Any Richard Pryor fan, this is an interesting film. It was like maybe $10. It's one I had never even heard of before. A little bit of drama, a little bit of comedy. It's not as comedic like the cover. It really isn't. Breakdown, Beverly Hills Cop films. Of course, Day of the Dead. The only Day of the Dead. Fucking vegetarian zombie shit. And remake. Fuck. Vegetarian zombie in my ass. It's shit. I always have trouble with this fucking gore. Oh shit. Yeah. Let's see, we got I Know What You Did Last Summer, 1 and 2. You can see right there. Misery, White Force, this stupid, shitty, low-budget film that was $1 and I got ripped off. Pandorum, Sleepy Hollow, Mr. Deeds, Dead Bang, American Psycho, The Fugitive with U.S. Marshals, which I like. Junior, Rush Hour 2, Bad Taste. I'm gonna have to unhook this because it's in the way. Hopefully it won't fuck with the camera. Be right back. We got Star Wars trilogy, Silent Hill, the original trilogy, Silent Hill, Captain Paradise, Spider-Man, Dice Rule. Spider-Man I had because I like watching the first time. Just doesn't hold up for me. This is The Langoliers. Horrible special effects, but interesting cast and interesting idea. And I like the idea. I like the story. Thought it was a cool story and good cast. Osborne's, Lake Placid, Fritz the Cat, and the 9 Lives of Fritz the Cat. He's X-rated and animated. Ooda, ooda. I would so fuck that. That's a pussy with a pussy. Sorry. Alright, new topic. Oh, seriously, I would hit that. Fuck it, she walks, she talks. All that matters is she has a little bit of hair. And we all like hairy snatches. Nothing wrong with a hairy snatch. But anyway, 9 Lives of Fritz the Cat. Evolution. If I can point the camera right. Species from Beyond Special Edition. The first 6 Star Trek films, all special editions. I like the original series. I like the original movies. The only... Okay, I like all 6 of these, even Part 5. Now, after that... Actually, Part 5's here. After that, the only other film I like is Star Trek First Contact. I know I don't have it, I just never got around to getting it. Space Cowboys, Lawnmower Man, The Mask, Jeepers Creepers 2... I think Part 1's over here. No, it's somewhere else. Serpent and Rainbow, Young Guns. This is the Criterion edition of Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. really good movie. I mean, Where the Buffalo Roam with Bill Murray, like I mentioned, I didn't mention before, but Where the Buffalo Roam with Bill Murray, that was Hunter S. Thompson, and Johnny Depp would play the same character in this film. Bill Murray did it first in the 80s. I like both movies. Last features on this. We get Candyman, Rush Hour, Red Dawn, Collector's Edition, and it's a little dark, I know. Perfect Storm, Three Kings. I got this because I like Three Kings. Has a good movie. I know it has Mark Wahlberg, who I do not like, but I would be lying if I said he did bad in it, because he did a pretty good job actually in it. Again, I'd be lying. And now for the final act, the final chagrin. Let me backtrack this up so I have a little bit more room. Alright. This is the last straw. Let's start from the bottom. Alright. We got Nothing to Lose. God. Black Hawk Down, Napoleon Dynamite, Zombie, Cujo, Insomniac. This is a great show. I love the show. It's too bad they didn't make that much. And they only released like 2 fucking DVDs. And get the fucker out. I love Insomniac with David Tell. For those who don't even know, basically just him going out on the town. I can just read what it says, be easier. A video travelogue of after-hours experiences in North America and abroad. Comedian and host David Tell heads out into the night in the world's coolest cities for an uncensored look at the eccentric bits of people who work and play long past the midnight hour. Insomniac spotlights the local nightlife and all its raw and gritty glory as Dave checks out area hotspots, neighborhood bars, and the twisted activities that keep people from getting a decent night of sleep. So yeah. I love Insomniac. I actually have both of them. Insomniac. Where the fuck was it? Here, 1 and 2. Yes, I know it has shitty lighting. Siri. Versus, interesting although confusing flick. Any Given Sunday, Hollywood Homicide, The Item. This movie. It's kind of fucked up movie. Okay, this movie here. Most people hate this movie, but here's the thing. The thing about this movie is you have an alien, you have this creature, whatever, it looks like a fucked up caterpillar, has sex with a woman, like goes down on a woman, and not like in an awful way, like in a way any guy likes, and maybe some girls like, goes down on a woman. I mean, it's a sex scene. Only in low-budget movies can you find fucked up shit like that. Mindhunters, which is actually a good Rennie Harlan film. Mindhunters. This is an underrated gem. It really is. Yeah, Val Kilmer and Christian Slater in small roles. L.O. Cool J, Johnny Lee Miller, Catherine Morris. FBI agents, like trainees, go to this island to, train some more, only they're being hunted by a killer. And they have to find out which of them is the killer, and has sort of a little paranoia with the fame, and has a little bit to do with traps like Jigsaw, but not in as bullshit of a way. It's a good movie. Stir Crazy, Lord of Illusions, Hercules, the first season, I, Robot, which I do like, Abominable, probably my favorite of Bigfoot movies. Urban Legend and The Hunted. Very underrated, The Hunted. Short Circuit. I know that's in Spanish because I found a Spanish DVD and it has special features. It has a commentary. It has making of. Short Circuit 2. Love it. Lost in Translation. And I know there's a remake coming. Whatever. Lost in Translation, Ultimate Fights, which is bullshit. It's not the Ultimate Fights. Richard Pryor stand-ups, 3 of them. Here and Now. Live in Sunset Strip and Live in Concert. Works About Bob, Enter the Dragon, Meet the Feebles. Think Muppets on Acid. Same guy who did Lord of the Rings, Peter Jackson. Bubba Hotep, Friday, Remo Williams, Daredevil, Stakeout, Hot Fuzz, Project X, love Project X, childhood favorite of mine. Grey the Bunny, Howard the Duck, really a glare, but Explorers, and then Michael Jordan. Over here we have Walking Tall, Devil's Advocate, Transporter 1 and 2, Zohan, Gremlins 2, Men at Work, which is a fun movie, and this has Child's Play 2, 3, and 4. No, actually 2, 3, 4, and 5, I should say.